Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your 4th of July week and weekend. It was hectic here, like always. So to get you guys super motivated this week, I know I have a ton to get done on my to-do list. I'm sure you do also. So today we are doing a cleaning marathon. So this is going to be a compilation of some of the best cleaning content over the past couple of months, all into one, to give you hours and hours of motivation to tackle anything and everything on your to-do list today. I am working in the dog's room, in the bedrooms, kitchen, literally all over the place, and just tackling some areas that often get neglected in my home. Either they're one of those projects that I just don't love doing and don't get to as often as I should, or are just easily forgotten. So they are in desperate need of getting cleaned, and this might be a good reminder. I don't know, maybe some of these areas you don't love cleaning, so you neglect a little bit more, or you've been forgetting about, but we are definitely getting in there and getting some of these areas that are in a desperate need. They are filthy and need a good deep cleaning. Obviously here I'm just starting off in the bedroom. I am stripping the bed, getting it completely cleaned off. That way I can move on to more. So one of the areas I often forget is right here, my ceiling fan. You can see how dirty this is. Now this is something that it's not something that I hate doing. It's not that hard to clean, but I honestly just forget about it. I am someone that I need the ceiling fan in my room on to sleep. I want the air movement, the sound, everything about it. So needless to say, this fan is pretty much on 24/7. And it wasn't till the other day when we turned it off. I can't even remember what reason we turned it off. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, that is disgusting, completely filthy, covered in dust. And this one just gets naturally dirtier than any ceiling fan in our house. So yeah, it was in desperate need of a really good deep cleaning. I just go in and spray some all-purpose cleaner on it, and then I grab a pillowcase cover. If you've never tried the pillowcase cover before, try it. It is a game changer when it comes to cleaning your ceiling fans, because you're always afraid of all that dust and stuff falling onto your bed. Well, by using the pillowcase, it all stays in the pillowcase, and then you can just toss it in the wash, and yeah, it makes your life so much easier. But moving into the kitchen, I had a lot of dishes on this day. So many dishes. This was right after having Sunday dinner, and it was at our house, so it just gets to be a little bit more hectic on those days. And I often just wait till the next day to worry about cleaning up after it, because we've already had a long day hanging out with family and everything, that I don't stress about it at night. So getting in here this morning though and getting it all cleaned up right away. Yes, you can see Minnie is always there to make sure that I am rinsing the silverware well enough. She's my little supervisor to make sure everything is done to her standards.
You're giving me, don't wanna wake up. Now I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without I wouldn't know what to, baby.
So I know I've been getting a ton of questions recently about being pregnant and questions around being pregnant. If you follow us on Cambriea and Bobby, you saw I just did a update video over there going through a lot of the questions that have been asked. But one question I get asked on this channel specifically a lot, because you guys know we have a lot of animals. We have our ducks, we have our quail. They obviously live outside, but inside we also have the two dogs. We have Bailey, our English Mastiff, and Minnie, our Chihuahua mix. She is a mutt mixed with a bunch of different things. But now with grandma living with us, we also have 2 cats. So the biggest question I've been getting is making sure that I don't clean up after the cats, and I do not. One thing is, with grandma moving in with us, she's still very able to do things on her own. She does ask for help with certain things, but we really want to keep her independent. So she lived alone in Wisconsin, took care of the cats and everything. So that is the same that she's doing down here. She cleans their litter box every single day. She feeds them. She does everything with the cats. So no, I am not cleaning litter boxes or anything like that. I know that's been like a big concern. Like I said, a ton of you guys have been asking, making sure that I am not taking care of the kitties, and I am not. I do know that being pregnant and cleaning litter boxes is a huge no-no.
You got me wrapped around your finger. Tell me what you wanna do. I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without I wouldn't know what to. Baby, without you I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without
Definitely one of my favorite things to deep clean is the sink. It is so satisfying to clean it out, and it really isn't that hard. Literally, it's baking soda and vinegar. I will then boil some hot water and run this down it afterwards, just to make sure that everything is clean. And the biggest thing is to keep the smell away. Dishwashers in your kitchen sink are usually the 2 biggest reasons you're going to have a stinky kitchen. So doing this like once a month or so makes a huge difference, just to make sure everything is nice and smelling good and you don't have any funk going on in your kitchen.
Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you. All because of you. Yeah, you made a big mistake.
So we over here on the countdown to summer break. I know the boys are so excited for summer break. So pretty much since last month, we have been counting down the weeks. I'm sure soon we are going to be counting down the days, but I know they are like itching. They are so ready for summer vacation. So definitely on the countdown. Let me know, when does your kids get out? So ours is, what is it? May 30th, 31st, whatever that Friday is, which is really nice. It's like literally last day of the month is the last day of school, and then the kids get to just like enjoy, have fun. The weather down here is getting great. Freya is swimming nearly every day, which it's a little much to me, but you know how it is. Little kids don't care what the weather is and how warm the pool is. They will swim no matter what, and that is how she is. Like, the weather has been nice. We've been having some mid to upper 70 days, but the nights still drop cool enough, and we do not have a heated pool, that the pool is like upper 60s, low 70s. Like, it is not super warm, but that girl, she does not care. She loves the water. Absolutely loves it. And I know the boys, when they are home, love it as well. They just this past weekend, they had their friend over and they were swimming, and then the very next day they went to the beach with their friend. So they are definitely all in the mood to get the summer break on. And I always love summer break. Like, I love having my kids home. Trust me, it's an adjustment in the beginning. Like, I feel like the very beginning is a huge adjustment because you're trying to figure out that new routine. You've had all winter to be in this routine, and now it's a big change up. But once I get it all figured out and the routine figured out, it is one of my favorite times is having all the kids home. We can just hang out, have fun, and just enjoy ourselves and relax.
Maybe you could be my salvation out here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living love and wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst.
So, I have to go through the fridge. It's kind of crazy. I've already talked to everyone in the house that we are doing leftovers tonight because, as you can see, plenty of leftovers. I'm not cooking. I've got some vegetables I want to cut up because, like these, I want to cut and throw in the freezer before they go bad, and just kind of inventory what we have and just give everything a good wipe down, because when it gets this hectic, a lot of times we just honestly forget what's even in here.
I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could get me in you. Let's just sleep beneath the big blue moon.
So the fridge is one of those areas that I do pretty good at keeping on top of it. I don't love cleaning the fridge. It is one of those things that I just don't enjoy doing, but I've learned that if I stay on top of it and just do a quick wipe down, it doesn't ever need to be anything too crazy. Like often when I'm doing this, I don't even take out the condiments and the side things. It's just like doing a quick go through. If anything's getting expired, getting rid of it, wiping stuff down, and just something real quick makes it that I'm never needing to do like a massive deep clean on it, or when I do a big deep clean, it's quick. Like it's just literally a quick sanitized wipe down. So I do like doing this a little bit more often just to keep up with it. I highly recommend, if you are someone like me and you don't like cleaning your fridge or any area of your house, if there's an area that you're like, man, I hate cleaning the bathrooms, if you actually make it a priority to do it more often, it makes it less of a dread because it's not as difficult to do it. So that's what I do with a lot of projects that I just don't enjoy doing. I try and actually do it more often, which I know can sound crazy. Like, oh, you don't enjoy doing this, so do it more often. Yeah, Cambriea, that makes sense. But for real, it does, because it makes the process so much quicker and it does make it more enjoyable in the end.
You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination and it's real to me. I'm a girl in love. Yeah, it did happen then to me into a wreck. It got me thinking, but I found a solution. She's so in love, she really is. Will I get any chance to see him? That's when I saw him standing next to me in class. I ain't ready and my heart is beating fast. She's so in love, she really is. Something happened.
All right, not a deep clean. This is just a like organizing and figuring out what we have. So pretty much this is all leftovers. This is actual extra burger patties from the other night. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna make like I don't know, meatloaf or something with it. Hard-boiled eggs, fruit and vegetables, meat, cheese, randos, stuff that we grab all the time, and then extra eggs. I bought these back when our girls weren't laying as much, but now they're laying again. So since they're refrigerated, they last so long. But yeah, just a quick wipe down. You don't always have to worry about a deep cleaning of the fridge, but sometimes just taking stuff out, inventorying what you have, quickly tossing stuff you know is bad, and then just putting it back makes a huge difference. All right, I gotta shut the door. The fridge is yelling.
Make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I'll drop
Now, when it comes to cleaning the appliances, I mention this all the time. It's nice to have a good stainless steel cleaner, but I don't use that on the regular. 90% of the time, I'm just using my multi-purpose spray. I like things to be quick and easy. And one of the easiest ways to make it quick and easy is to have pretty much one cleaner that can do everything in your house. So I do have a couple cleaners that I use at specific times, but when it's just like daily cleaning, getting around, getting stuff done, to be able to just use one spray bottle, and the only thing I have to worry about is changing my rags as they get dirty, makes life so much easier. So that is what I'm doing here. This is just the multi-purpose cleaner, and I'm just spraying stuff down. But then I did want to go in and do a quick vac mop. Best invention, I swear, ever is these mop vacuums. I always have people asking about mine specifically, and I do love mine, but I have tried multitude of them. So this is the Eureka. It is great. It works so well, especially on like pet hair and little stuff. But I have tried them all because I often get people that ask about the Tinco or other ones, and yes, a lot of them do work great. So look into your budget, see what's on sale. Sales are always the best thing. I have not tried the Tinco, so I can't speak on that one, but for the most part, I've tried a lot of them and they all work really, really well. But biggest thing is they're just such a time saver. Like when you've got pets and family and whatever, your house gets dirty and there's not much you can do about it. And as you can see, like when I'm cleaning the floors, like I still have family that is up and around and doing, and I am not about to nag on someone about, I just mopped the floors, why are you walking over it? Because that's not realistic. It's just not. When you've got 3 kids, 3 adults now that live in this house, like it's Bobby, me, and Grandma, plus the pets, like it's not going to happen. So making something that's simple, like I vacuum my house on a regular basis anyway. So the idea that this is dual purpose, I'm getting the vacuuming done, I'm getting the mopping done, it's great. Now, I have said in the past, this does not like negate the mop and bucket. There are certain things that when it comes to a good deep cleaning, it's not going to be the same. But just like I've said before, the mop and bucket is not as good as just the traditional getting it out on your hands and knees and scrubbing the floors. So keep that in mind. I do think it's still good to get out the mop and bucket sometimes, just like I think it's still good to sometimes get on your hands and knees and scrub your floors.
Let's take a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hello. Yeah, we'll be going all night.
So I do absolutely love this fireplace. Like, I do love it so much. But I will say, one thing I have learned, and it's not horrendous, it's just something that honestly I think most people wouldn't even notice, but I do, is because of the lines in the like shiplap, sometimes like dust and stuff slowly builds up in there, and it drives me crazy. Like I said, this is nitpicky, and I know most people would be like, okay, Camry, you're going a little overboard, but it's something I notice. So every once in a while, I do like to come in here and give this whole thing a good wipe down, and try and get into all the little cracks and crevices of the fireplace, because the little bit of dust buildup does drive me crazy. It's funny because like certain things irk me like that, but at the same time, like there's other things that I'm like, it's not a big deal. Like it is what it is. If there's like dog hair on the floor, to me it's like, okay, that's just life. I can vacuum my house and I guarantee 5 minutes later there's going to be sand and dog hair. We live in Florida, not far from the beach, so you walk outside and back in, there's sand in your house. And then the dogs look at the floor and they get fur on them. But like dust is one thing that drives me crazy. And that's why you guys will always see me constantly dusting. I do love these couches though. You guys have heard me tell you about these couches because I'm always getting questions about them. But these, they're from 25 Home. I love them, and the reversible cushions are one of the reasons I love them. If you have a big family and you have kids, 2 things when shopping for furniture I would recommend looking for. 1, reversible non-attached back cushions. Huge. 1, when they're attached, they just end up ripping. They always do. You have kids that are jumping on the furniture, even if you tell them not to, they do. And if you can get reversible bottom cushions, it will save the life of your sofa tenfold. So worth it. I actually, if you are new here or just have never heard this, I used to sell furniture. I worked as a furniture salesperson / like interior designer. So furniture is one thing that I don't want to say like well knowledgeable on, but a little bit more. Like I know a little bit more from working where I worked. And yeah, those are 2 things that when you are shopping, highly recommend. The other thing is, and if you like leather, I know it can be like a hard pill to swallow getting top grain leather over composite leather, but I promise you top grain is totally worth it. Composite leather is usually the leather that's going to start peeling and cracking over time, where top grain leather is just going to last and be so much more durable. So that's my little 2 cents here. I am now moving into the dog room. I think we have to stop calling it the dog room. I'm so used to calling it the dog room. Really, it's just the animal room in general. This is where the cat stuff is, the dog stuff, the bird stuff. Anything animal related is out here. I love this room because of that, though. The idea that if you come into my house, you are not seeing dog bowls. You are not seeing cat towers. You're not seeing litter boxes. Like, this is a whole separate room off of the house. Yet it can still be open. I love that about this room, and that is why we call it the dog room. It's still very cozy. The furniture in here is really nice, but having it off of the house was one of my favorite things about this house, is being able to be like, okay, this is the dog room. So just like if my one uncle comes over, he is not a fan of Bailey. Not that Bailey is aggressive in any way. He's just a big dog. He's a 170 some odd pound big boy. So being able to like put him in this room and close it off just to make sure people are comfortable, it's just a very nice thing to be able to do. But the big thing about coming out here today was I wanted to clean off this sofa. This is where Bailey lays pretty much all day. He is a big couch potato, and this sofa is great. Also, everything is reversible. Also, everything zips off and is washable. But honestly, I just didn't feel like zipping everything off and washing it, and it's not even taking it apart, it's putting it back together. That is not like the worst thing in the world, but it's tedious and I don't always want to do it. So I just wanted to go in and give this a quick clean with my spot cleaner, just to get it looking better. You can see where he lays. That's where his mouth obvious was, because there's drool and stuff. That I just wanted to give it a quick spot clean.
Run away with me, 'cause I will run away, I will run away. 'Cause it feels like I'm dreaming when I'm waking up next to you. And my wild heart is beating because it's beating next to you. Let's find something better to hold on to, 'cause we can do anything we want.
Whenever you're going to use a spot cleaner, though, or shampoo your carpets or anything, it is very, very, very important to do a really good vacuuming. I saw something the other day where someone, what was it? Oh, it was a car cleaning video, and someone was spraying window cleaner directly to the carpet. It was supposed to help make it easier to vacuum your carpet. And I really question that, because for me, my thought always is like, if you get dust or dirt wet, it turns into mud. So the whole goal is to get all the dry particles out before getting it wet. So that just kind of confused me. So all that to be said is make sure you vacuum really, really well first. That way you're not creating mud when shampooing or, in my case, cleaning the furniture. This little spot cleaner, though, highly recommend if you have kids or pets. The amount of times I have pulled this out because of an accident, either by my kids or my pets, or just anything. Like, there's so many times that you just pull this out, quickly clean it up, and you're not worrying about having to lug out the whole carpet cleaner. I love this thing. And as you can see, it's real quick and easy to just be able to go over this furniture and make sure it's nice and clean and everything. In this one, I was just using some, which one is it? The OxiClean, but for carpet shampooing. I love that one. OxiClean carpet shampooer solution always works really, really well for me. I have had some people say they don't enjoy the smell of it. And that's just going to be a personal preference thing. It's really going to be figuring out what works well for you and you enjoy the smell. I don't mind. I actually don't think there's a lot of a smell to this one, but I have had people say that. So keep that in mind.
I'll be okay. Say what you wanna say to me. I just want you to leave so I can get you off my mind. We just weren't meant to be. I'm glad you set me free, and now I'm leaving you behind. 'Cause I'll be okay. 'Cause I will be great. I'll move.
Well, if you are new here and you made it to the end, I would love if you would subscribe and join me here on my channel. Also, just for everyone else that always makes it to the end, you guys know you are loved and appreciated. Like, you guys mean the world to me. It is such a help when you guys watch all the way to the end and then comment and share. So a big, big thank you to everyone that does that every single week. You guys are amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend, all the things, but I'll see you next time. Bye.
Love the way you make me feel good. Love the way you say my name.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. We have a bunch of motivating cleaning going on today, just getting everything done. We are in the kids' rooms. All the kids' beds really need to be stripped, and when I do bedding, I usually try to split up the days between the kids' rooms and our room. So today was the day that I wanted to go into the kids' rooms, strip their beds, get them all nice and clean. But we have a little bit of everything going on today. Inside, outside, literally this is like the entire house getting cleaned top to bottom.
I'll chase a flame. I'm burning up inside, but I can feel no pain. I won't try to stop her. She can't be tamed. I'm so in love with her. I fall and try again. Get up and try again. No, I ain't giving you up. No, I'm giving you.
Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. We have been super busy. We have been working on the laundry room. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the last video that we have been working on that. You're going to see in today's video, it's still the way it was. I actually literally filmed this the day before I started tearing the laundry room apart. Like, literally filming this video was like the catapult into starting the laundry room. But it is almost done. It is turning out so good. It's just been taking a while because, one, Bobby's been wanting to make sure like the tedious things and the fabricating of stuff was done correctly. But also we're just taking it a little bit slower. Between me, I just turned 17 weeks today. And then Bobby with his back and knees definitely trying to take it a little bit slower, but it is almost done, and I am so beyond happy with the way it turned out. Bobby and I actually yesterday were talking about how like surprised we were with how good it was turning out. And you guys know, like, I've been racking my brain when it comes to this laundry room that you see me in right now. It was functional, but I just didn't enjoy being in here. And for me, I've said this multiple times, but when it comes to cleaning, I don't love cleaning. I'm not naturally a clean and organized person, but when I love the way something looks, it's easier for me to maintain. So that was honestly my main goal, was getting to the point of loving the way it looked. That way I was more comfortable with maintaining the space. And I think we did that. So yeah, super, super excited about that. Into the boys' room. So when I am doing a little bit of a deeper clean, like obviously I'm stripping the beds all the way. But you're going to see I also tip the mattresses up. This allows me to see under the beds. The nice thing about these beds being slatted beds is I don't have to move the whole bed to clean under the bed, which really, really is nice. Now, my kids are pretty good. Like, they're obviously kids. There's going to be wrappers and things in their room. But they are pretty good. I have seen the horror stories of some people when they move their kids' beds, and it's just like a mound of dishes and food and wrappers and things like that. And luckily my kids don't do that. I do stay on them about maintaining a clean room as much as possible. But I still like to go in here and do this. I was just making sure everything was up because you guys know me. Once I go in here, that's when I like to then send in the robot vacuum that will get around under the beds, around everything, and just do a much more thorough cleaning.
Sometimes I forget to breathe. I'm looking in your eyes. Wish you could see the things I see.
I apologize. I sound wonky today because my nose is so stuffed up and I don't know why. I literally just woke up like this. I was fine yesterday and today my nose is just all stuffed. So yeah, if I sound a little wonky, that is why. But so Mother's Day is Sunday. I am curious what you guys are doing for Mother's Day. I've been seeing this huge debate online about Mother's Day and the grandparents and the moms and things like that. So I'm curious, what do you do for Mother's Day? Because a lot of this debate has been with younger moms. I shouldn't say younger moms, newer moms. So I personally, and you, like I said, let me know in the comments below what you've always done for Mother's Day. When Bobby and I lived in Wisconsin, now we are not big, extravagant gift givers. Like usually Mother's Day is just like some flowers and something super simple. The years that it has been a little bit more has been things that I have asked for that most normal people would not ask for. Like last year I asked for a toilet. Yes, I did. But it was one of those flush side toilets for the kids' bathrooms to make it easier to clean. I was so thrilled. Another year I asked for a robot vacuum. It was our first ever robot vacuum. But they've always been like practical type gifts when I have asked for something a little bit more expensive. But when it comes to Mother's Day, so when we lived in Wisconsin, Bobby would normally go and see his mom on Mother's Day, which I personally did not care. All I wanted on Mother's Day was a relaxing day. It didn't have to be dinner and all these fancy things. I just wanted to relax. So him going to see his mom was actually always perfect. I would always be like, no problem. Sounds good. Take the kids with you. That was my Mother's Day, and I loved it. Like, he'd go see his grandma's and his mom, and I would sit home and enjoy the quiet. And now that we live here in Florida, me and my mom usually go out for Mother's Day. We'll go do lunch or dinner, just the two of us. And once again, it goes right back to that relaxing Mother's Day. I get to see my mom, since we now live down here, my mom on Mother's Day. But no kids, no husbands. It's the best thing. And yeah, I know the debate is always like, who should get celebrated on Mother's Day? I was always the type that I don't care. Just give me a relaxing day. You want to go see your mom? Go see your mom. I love it. Take the kids with you. And then now that we're down here, it's like, yep, I want to go see my mom. I'm going by myself. We're going to go out. We're going to have some drinks. Well, I guess not this year. No drinks this year, but we will at least go out and have a relaxing lunch and time together. So, yeah, definitely let me know, what do you guys do for Mother's Day?
In a second, all because of you. All because of you. Now I've got peace of mind, 'cause I'm leaving you behind. I don't know about you.
So cleaning this outside area, you're going to see here in a bit, I'm going to talk about it a little bit, that it is a never-ending project. My kids love this pool. Like, I am so glad that this was one thing I pushed for when we moved, is I told Bobby, I'm like, I really, really want a pool. Like, I feel like that's something that I just want to make sure our kids have, but they love it, and it is always a mess out here.
And it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you. All because of you.
This is a prime example when I talk about how when I clean a space, it doesn't stay clean for more than a couple minutes. Because right after I was done cleaning outside, Freya came outside and wanted to go swimming. So we have a towel back out. We have toys back out. But she had fun. But it is never ending. It's funny because you see these videos and it's like, oh, it's all clean. It's got to be so nice. Enjoy it. And I am. Trust me. The table's still nice and cleaned off. The glass is still nice and clean. The grill isn't so dusty and whatnot. The corner where the pool toys were is still pretty clean. But it never lasts. Never lasts for long.
Now I got some peace of mind.
All right, so I did get a comment the other day that I wanted to answer on here, okay, so this comment, I'm not 100% sure if it was supposed to be a dig or like a genuine question, but it made me laugh out loud. Like, I was cackling at this question. But someone asked if I was planning on getting fixed after this baby. And it was the fixed part that made me laugh, because I'm like, I'm not a dog. Like, it made me think of a dog when I read fix, and it just made me die laughing. So yeah. So the plan is, yes, that this is going to be our last baby. And I would like to make sure of that. Now, normally, I am going to be the person that says, the guy should get the procedure done. Like, we have had the babies. There is no need for unnecessary surgery for the woman to get it done. However, this will be my third C-section. This one will be a planned C-section. I'm not even going to try for a VBAC this time, which does make me a little sad. So Xander was a VBAC. Bjorn, I was induced and it turned into emergency C-section. Freya, we tried for another VBAC and it turned into a C-section. So this time around, I'm just scheduling the C-section. So that is why I would have my, I think it's called a tubular or something, but get my tubes tied, is they're already in there. It's not an unnecessary surgery since they're already in there. So yes, it is the plan between us knowing, like, however, I will say, like, I know deep in my soul that this should be our last baby. Like, we should be 4 and done. That is where I am comfortable at making sure that all my kids are taken care of, loved, spoiled to a appropriate degree, and everything. But I will say, it does still make me a little sad to think about getting this done, just because it's such a, like, closing of a chapter, that I am a little bit sad about it. But I also know I do want to get it done. It only makes sense, like I said, because they are in there, and I do not want to go on hormonal birth control again. Like, I always have issues with birth control, all of them. So, yes, I do plan on getting fixed. And if that was a dig at me of having too many kids and you telling me I have to get fixed, because that's honestly what I think of often, is people saying, like, how many kids are you having? You need to get fixed. Typical Karen voice going on here. Yeah, you just made me laugh. Laugh out loud. But if it was not meant to be that way, you did not offend me. You actually just gave me the biggest smile on my face. So, I hope that answered your question, or anyone else that might have had those questions. Anytime I see a question that I think someone else might also have, that's when I like to answer it here on video. How do you guys like all of our quail eggs? So my quail have been being sassy this year and are not laying a ton. They are laying, but not a crazy amount. However, my parents' quail, those things have been popping out. I think my dad says like 3 to 4 dozen a day. So we have plenty of eggs, as you can see.
Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could pack me and you. Let's just sleep beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could be like me and you. Let's just stay beneath the big blue moon.
So another question I saw again recently, and I know I've mentioned this on Cambriea and Bobby, which is Bobby and my family vlog channel, but I'm not sure if I have mentioned it over here, but someone asked if we were going to find out the gender of the baby. The plan is no. With this being our last baby, we do not plan on figuring out the gender until baby is born. We think that'll be an exciting way to end this chapter. I think it'll be super exciting that when we're in that room and everyone they've cut me open and taken the baby out, that my husband will get to tell me the gender. Like, I'm really, really excited about that. So yes, we do not plan, and I say plan because, you know, things could change. You never know. I could go in there for my 20-week anatomy scan, which is next month. I think I'll be like 22 weeks by the time that one comes around. But I may go in there and that baby may be like, whoop, here it is. I know usually the ultrasound techs are really good at when you tell them you don't want, they turn the monitor when they're doing that area, but I have also heard stories of people who have gone in and they put the little probe on their belly and it was perfectly in the area to know exactly what they were having. So, yes, we do not plan on finding out, but you never know. Things may change.
But this is my imagination, and it's really me. I'm a girl in love. Yeah, it did happen and to me into a wreck. It got me thinking, but I found a solution. She's so in love, she really is. Will I get any chance to see him? That's when I saw him standing next to me in class. I ain't ready and my heart is beating fast. She's so in love, she really is. Something happened, I couldn't speak a word now. He said hi, what to do? Once again my knees got weak, I had to leave. It was weird, I said stop. You always make me blush so hard.
So I asked a couple of videos back about this laundry room because I don't love the way it's laid out. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do is paint first, give this a blank slate, and then kind of play it by ear. Because there's just, I think it's overwhelming me right now. So getting one of those things off the list will help. I did talk to Bobby about building a rollable shelf right here. So I think we're gonna do that. And then just figure out how to have a movable box to hide the hot water heater and go from there.
You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination, and it's really me. I'm a girl in love. 5 a.m. and we are in trouble, but we don't really care. Tell ourselves.
So yes, like I said, we have figured it out. Yeah, you guys will have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. But man, I am very, very, very happy with the way it is turning out. Hopefully today is the last day of working on it. Bobby has one more thing he's got to build. There's some decor pieces I'd like to get for the room, but you guys know me, I don't like to just buy to buy. So I don't know if I'm going to have them up in this video because I haven't found anything I like. So my thought is, I love the way the room looks already. If I cannot find a piece of wall art that I love, then I am not going to stress and worry about it. So yeah, very, very excited about all of that going on.
We wanna get away. Another day of beg, steal, and borrow. And that is safe to say. No, they don't pick us up. Instead, they knock us down. And that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this.
So we were talking also the other day about, so when we lived in Wisconsin, we tried almost every year to get down here to Florida to visit my family. And now that we live down here, we try to do the same thing, but get up to Wisconsin. I have talked to Bobby, though. I'm pretty sure this year, at least for me, that trip is not going to happen. When we normally try to go up there, I would be nearing 30 weeks, like upper 20, low 30 weeks. And I am just not comfortable with traveling that far along for multiple reasons. One, Xander was born at 34 weeks. Now, it was an induction thing, but he was born at 34 weeks. So just to be safe, I would rather be by my hospital, especially knowing that it's probably going to be a C-section. Really, really don't want to have, like, it'd be one thing if I went up to Wisconsin and gave birth, like natural labor, because shoot, Bobby could take me to the hospital that I've had all my babies at. Not a big deal. But knowing it's going to be most likely a C-section, I don't want to do that, because then we got to figure out how to get back down here after I've had major abdominal surgery. So the plan is that I am not going up to Wisconsin this year. Hopefully, especially since I know Bobby's parents and siblings and stuff haven't come down to Florida yet to visit us. Hopefully they will come down and see the baby this fall, winter time. I'm really hoping they will. Otherwise, the plan is that it would be next year. Bobby, though, may go up end of July with the boys again this year, do their little boys trip like they did last year, which I told him, like, you guys should do that. You guys really enjoyed it. I'm not far enough along to really worry about him being gone at that point. And like I said, I know he would enjoy it. The boys would enjoy it. All of the things. So currently, I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm not. I was nervous about telling Bobby that I did not want to make this trip this year. But he totally understood. He's like, yeah, no, I totally get it. You do not want to be in a car for 21 hours that pregnant and then just even if it's the slightest of chances that something could happen, something happens. So, yes, definitely going to be staying in Florida this year and not making that trip up. And like I said, hopefully family will come down and see us. I know when we lived in Wisconsin, my parents always made the effort to come up within the first month or two of babies being born. So I'm just hoping that'll happen down here as well.
One another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the
So I'm very happy. Nala and Kobe, which if you don't know, Nala and Kobe are grandma's cats. So they now live with us. But they have been super shy and only wanting to be in grandma's room and hiding under her bed. And lately they have been doing so much better. They still don't like to come out of her room during the day, which I think honestly that's like just a lot of cats. I know my mom's cats are the same way. She has one cat that I think I have seen 5 times because when people are over, that cat's like, nope, I'm staying in the bedroom. I'm not coming out. But they have just gotten a lot more comfortable. They roam the house like all night long. They love roaming the house. And during the day, they don't just hide under grandma's bed. They'll sleep on her chair, in the bed, like they are out and about, just out and about in her room. And like they have no problem with like Freya going in there and petting them or the kids going in there. So I'm very glad that Nala and Kobe have been doing so much better. So yeah, this pet room though is always a room that has to be handled. There's just always things to clean up. So getting in there, getting it a good clean, and then moving into the family room and cleaning up in here. Luckily, okay, Freya is amazing when it comes to cleaning up her stuff. Like, most of the time, I don't clean up her stuff. Like, you'll see me do it on camera because I'm filming anyway, so I'm going to do it. But usually all I have to do is ask her to clean her room or clean up the table in the family room. And she does such a good job. And I know this is a phase and we will get back to that point where she does not want to help out and clean. But man, am I enjoying it right now. Like now, if I ask her to go clean her room, she goes and does it. And when she is done, she's like so excited. She'll come and find me. She's like, Mom, I am all done. My room's all clean. You have to come see. And of course, because I want to keep the excitement, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And I go and I look and I praise her about how good she does. And she really does do a good job. For 3, it's pretty impressive. But yeah, so this this room is usually super easy to clean. Like, I come in here, fluff the pillows. Leather is amazing because I just need to wipe it down and it's clean. But it usually just a basic cleaning, basic clean, basic dusting. And then, like I said, obviously on days that I'm filming, you see me help her clean her stuff up, but 90% of the time she does that herself.
Need a drama, we found our own nirvana, so run away with me tonight. 'Cause it feels like I'm dreaming when I'm waking up next to you. And my wild heart is beating because it's beating next to you. Let's find something better to hold on to, 'cause we can do it.
One area though that I do often forget about cleaning is under this table. So on this day I did remember, and I made sure to pull out the baskets, the dog bed, and not only clean the top, because the top I clean all the time, but get under here and dust this as well. I feel like it's really easy to forget these oddball areas. I'm sure you guys are doing the same thing. But under your kitchen or dining table, under your coffee table like I have here, they get really dusty. And I know it's like, oh, we don't see it, it's not a big deal. But I highly recommend, if there are areas like this that you have not tackled in a while, tackle it. It does make a difference, like when it comes to air quality and all of this stuff in your house. So I do recommend taking that time and just every once in a while tackle those areas that you forget about. You can see Freya in the background. She loves her Paw Patrol little cart things. I actually found those at a garage sale. You guys know me, I am not shy when it comes to saving a buck, and if I see a good deal, I am all about making it birthday or Christmas gifts and taking advantage of saving a little bit of money. So she has this one, which is Sky. Yes, Sky is the girl, and I think the other one she has is Ryder. It's the police one. Let me know in the comments below which one is the police one. I believe it's Ryder, but now I'm second guessing myself, thinking I'm thinking of the wrong one. But she has those two. I found them for $25 at a garage sale. We ended up putting in a little bit of money to fix the bigger of the two because it needed a new motor. But yeah, stripped them down, gave them a really good cleaning, and they looked brand new, and they were perfect gifts for her for, I believe I gave it to her for Christmas. So yeah, never a bad idea to check out some deals on your local Facebook pages, or if you're riding around, all of those things, totally worth it.
I'm standing there with what's his name, and the memories come back to me. I just turn my back to you and walk away. Hey, 'cause that would be great. I'll move on, I'll be just fine.
Well, if you guys have made it this far along, thank you. The video is not over yet, but I want to thank you guys because I know like half the people or more that watch these videos don't make it this far into a video. So if you have made it this far, huge thank you. You guys are amazing. And I would love if you left me a thumbs up emoji in the comments below, so I know everyone that has made it this far along. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you're new here and have made it this far, do not forget to subscribe, because I'm hoping that since you've watched this far into the video that you are enjoying today's video. My channel is mainly cleaning motivation, but I do love throwing in DIYs and decorating and obviously makeovers. If you love makeovers and you're new to my channel, definitely go back into my older videos about 2 years ago, because that is when we moved down here to Florida, and this house has completely transformed. Actually, the laundry room, that video coming out Friday, is the last room really in this house that we've need to like tackle that we haven't really done anything with. Otherwise, every other room in this house we have tackled from top to bottom, and it's insane the differences. Actually, Bobby yesterday was looking at photos of the house when we first moved in, because we were looking to see if we could find like the original laundry room photos, because we did throw like some cabinets that were in the kitchen into the laundry room for storage reasons. And yeah, going through it, it was like, wow, like we even forget at times how much has changed in this video. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, if you'll enjoy makeovers, click on my profile. Go back about 2 years in videos. I know there's a lot, but it's worth it, I promise. And you can see the transformation of this house, because, like I said, it's pretty remarkable where this house started compared to where it is today. And Bobby and I did most of it ourselves. We really tried to save money wherever we could when it came to these home renovations. Oh, I always love this, and I often forget to share the dirty water dump. So for everyone that's been yelling at me lately about forgetting the dirty water dump, here it is. My floors are disgusting. That is what happens when you are a family of 6 with 4 animals that live inside of your house. But yes, we are coming to the end of today's video, so hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm emphasizing the like because I also got a comment the other week that you needed a reminder at the end to like because the video ends and you didn't have enough time to like. So here it is. Don't forget to like. I'm going to count you guys down. Hit that like button in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. So this is the project today. If you remember, pretty much a year ago, we did this closet makeover. And it's just, I don't know, it's messy. I know I've got stuff that I don't need anymore that we need to get rid of. I've gotten really good at just setting stuff there instead of hanging it up. So I'm gonna go through this really well, especially since we know once the baby comes, the baby's going to be in our room. So I want to make sure that there's like, I'm thinking for the most part, baby stuff is going to end up in here, and then all my stuff will end up in here. I don't have a lot of stuff, but honestly, I still have too much stuff. I still have so much stuff I don't ever wear. So I'm just downsizing even more. This is just all, it's just random. And even these drawers, I know there's like, it's just random. So I might, after I start, get some organization stuff and figure out these closets. Chips can go in the pantry. I bought 2 boxes and they didn't all fit the other day, so that's in there. But yeah, this is what we're working with. It's not a tiny closet, but it's not a big closet by any means. So just got to figure this all out. First, because I like having an area to work, I'm going to just clean up the bedroom. That way I can just take stuff from the closet to the bed and start sorting it, because trying to sort it in the closet, just too difficult.
Baby, you're not. She's a roller coaster. Oh, she's a flame. I'm burning up inside, but I can feel no pain. I won't try to stop her.
I always find it so much easier to start when you like clean up the bed and get things started. Also, I am just like all of you guys, and I have found that I know a lot of times people always ask about motivation. How do you get the motivation to do this? The hardest part is just starting. Every single time. It's never the motivation to do it. It's always the motivation to start. So I highly, highly recommend, if you are in a position where you're like, I just cannot get motivated, pick something small and just get started. It makes such a huge difference. It's very rare that once I start a project, I don't have the motivation to keep going. It's usually just starting. So if you are wondering how to get started today, just start. I know that sounds so like cliche or whatever, but I promise that does make the biggest difference. And now I'm just taking out some of this stuff from my side of the closet that was just kind of piled on that little desk area.
Because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to.
So normally Freya shreds all of our like random stuff that we don't want to just throw in the recycling or garbage, but we had an abundance of it, so I quickly wanted to go through. Highly recommend, if you do not have a shredder, to grab a shredder. It just helps so much. We just always make sure any little things we just put on top. We don't always even worry about shredding it right away, but just having this available, and like I said, if you have little kids, they'll love it. This one, Freya always asks to feed the monster. She calls it the monster and absolutely loves it. For the most part, this works really, really well. There were some bigger ones that it kept getting jammed and I had to like finagle it a little bit. But this one usually handles a good amount of paper without having to worry about it.
Wake up, don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know.
All right, so this is where we're at. This is what I've taken out so far. Basically, just got this section cleaned off. So I know everyone says take everything out and go through it all in one time, be brutal, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. I've got 3 kids. I have errands to do. I have meals to make. I'm 15 weeks pregnant, so I may just randomly lose motivation and want to take a nap. So we're not doing it that way. I'm going to work on this section and then I will go back for more, because that way I'm not getting overwhelmed, because you know being overwhelmed is like the #1 cause to kill anyone's motivation. And I always preach progress over perfection, and a little bit is better than nothing at all. So that is what we're doing. I'm going to work on this. It's not a giant pile. It's not overwhelming. Should take, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. But then I'm not overwhelmed. This will be done. The bed will be back to, well, I don't know, somewhat normal. And then I can go back in and work some more. But little bites at a time. If you had a big project to do and you're overwhelmed and you're like, I don't have the time to do it. No one has the time to do it. None of us have the time. So throw KonMari out the window. Throw all those crazy, get it all done in 1 second, destroy your house by pulling everything out, and let's take bite-sized pieces.
Now I got some peace of mind, and I'm not gonna waste my time. Can't believe that I was so blind.
Now, when decluttering, I think it's always easiest to start with the like obvious yes and no's, instead of trying to be like strict right away. I have been going through my closet once or twice a year for years now. So it's gotten a lot easier, but if it's your first time, don't stress out. Don't like worry about feeling like you didn't get enough done. It gets easier over time.
All because of you.
I'm gonna go through my shoes real quick. I only have these 3 little cubbies. Bobby's got the rest. But my thought is, this is gonna be real fast. And I'm just trying to be realistic, like what I wear, which is not this. So let's go through it real quick.
'Cause I know that it's all just fake, but I'm gonna be okay. Honestly, I don't care what you say about me breaking free.
All right, so the goal today is being realistic. Realistically, I don't wear any of them. However, if we have an event, having a basic black heel is a necessity. And this is just like a nice nude sparkly. So these are just good to keep on hand. I love these. I used to wear these all the time. I just don't anymore. Same with the boots. Same with these. Like, sure, they're cute, but I don't wear them. Oh, and these just kind of got messed up from painting. So I'm keeping these for nostalgia reasons, realistically. So we're not going to do that. We're going to get rid of these. These, I think, are realistic. No, I don't wear them on a regular. But if something were to come up, these are the 2 that I would grab for. Basic black or basic nude with glitter heel. Wedding, funeral, date night, whatever it is, that is what I will grab for. So I have to say goodbye.
All because of you. I've been trying to bend the rules since I barely was walking. I've been trying harder all my life, 'cause I need to be perfect.
All right, so now that I went through my shoes and my desk area, it was time to go through the stuff that was hanging. The desk area was actually pretty easy because that stuff was there because it had been stuff that I had worn recently and like ran through the washer and dryer. This is where it was a little bit more difficult. This is stuff that I haven't worn a lot, and that's why it's still hanging up. And it was telling myself it was okay to let it go. Like, you're not wearing it, you haven't worn it, let's just let it go. And yes, I know that can be so difficult. But like I said, as you go, it gets easier. There's also just some things I was holding on to, like, oh, well, what if I get cold and whatnot? And like I had a little jacket. I don't wear jackets. Like, if I'm cold, I put on a sweatshirt. Even in Wisconsin, I rarely wore jackets. So especially being down here in Florida, yeah, jackets, definitely something I don't wear. But it worked out pretty well. I was able to get rid of like a whole black garbage bag just of clothing. A lot of the other stuff I was getting rid of was like linens and things like that we weren't using on a regular basis and were just taking up space.
Hands could get me and you. Let's just sleep beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could be like me and you. Let's just stay beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. I can get it off. We are never done. I'm Juliet, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out all your love, flow me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you're here,
are on hangers. That's been decluttered. So now I'm going to somewhat color coordinate it just because I love the way it looks. It may not stay that way, but I do love the way it looks. So we're going to bring that stuff in here and color coordinate. Also, don't mind my hands. Eczema. Yeah, it's fun. So here we go.
My friends and I will talk like every other day, shaking the park where all the boys are riding skateboards. They look so hot, they look so cool. Everyone is around, and that's when I saw that someone new not from around. You see on holiday, don't really stick around. He looks so hot, he looks so cool. Hope to see him in school.
So I absolutely love the look of color coordinated. I do. But I was noticing I just wasn't keeping up with it. So I decided that way I would still get like the satisfaction of a color coordinated. I was just going to change it up a little because realistically I grab for my neutrals most of the time. So I did my like creamy whites, my blacks, and my grays, and then just put colors for their very own section. I can already tell you this has made it a lot easier, and I still love the way it looks. Like, it's not as extreme as the rainbow organization, but it's enough to be very satisfying, and we want to keep it that way.
That's when I saw him sitting next to me in class. I ain't ready and my heart is beating fast.
So I didn't completely color coordinate it because I just don't see that being realistic. But I do have my like creamy beiges, black, gray, and then color that way. And it looks all neat. All right, on to the drawers. You saw this is like my pants, leggings. I actually ordered a lot of new leggings because a lot of mine were getting worn. So there's like none in here right now other than my paint leggings. But some are in the wash, and then I ordered a bunch, and I just got rid of everything that's getting too worn. These drawers, I don't even know. Like, I really don't even know. Yeah. So there's got to be stuff that we don't need in here because it's just they're like all junk drawers, like just junk drawers. Bobby and I don't put a lot of stuff in drawers, like clothing wise. So this has just kind of become a catch-all. Over here, a pillow. Don't need that. Get that out of there. It looks like Google stuff. Looks like this is Bobby's gun cleaning stuff. I don't know. Oh, Bobby actually has stuff in there. And then this one is pretty much empty. So I think I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put my Cricut stuff in here that I did have like just over here. But this should fit nicely. Just in, whoa, one-handed. I'm failing. Hold on. Let's try this again. Open said drawer. Take basket. Put basket in said drawer. This probably might be better without the basket. We're going to put this on time lapse and figure this out.
5 a.m. and we are in trouble, but we don't really care. Tell ourselves there's always tomorrow, but it will still be there. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. No,
All right, I thought I had a random like small bin I could put in here to put this littler stuff in. I do not, but that's fine. I'll just get one. That's not the end of the world. So yeah, and I have more stuff. My mom borrowed some of my Cricut stuff, so this is not all of it, but it should all fit in here, I think. So this should work. And if not, I may make it a 2-bin Cricut thing. I think that'll be fine once stuff has actually like been gone through and figured out, and isn't this hodgepodge of a mess. All right, then we have over here, okay, so these, I actually don't plan on using these hangers, so I'm gonna get rid of all of these. And then I just have to figure out where I'm gonna store these diapers until baby's old enough to wear them, which isn't gonna be for a long time. I don't know. Do I store them, or do I just donate the, I don't even know if I can donate them. What do I do? Let me know. What would you do? Like, do I just hold on to them till baby's old enough? Or bite the bullet and get rid of it? Part of me is saying I should just bite the bullet and get rid of them and not have them take up valuable space in the house for the next, I don't know, year, 2 years till the baby fits in it. We'll see. What I really want to see is what is in these drawers. All right, so Bobby's shorts, pants, more random gun cleaning stuff, and more random stuff. Okay. So yeah, these drawers can definitely be organized better. Definitely. So, we'll see. Alright, so I think I'm going to wait on the drawers, just because I don't have really anything to organize them with, and they're fine for now. But now, let's go through this middle section. A lot of the stuff up there is just like storage stuff, so yeah, it doesn't look the greatest, but it's also not a big deal. I do want to figure this out though.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we're wrong. I met you.
So here for the most part, I was just trying to make it look nicer. A lot of these areas were just overflowing. We do keep stuff in here though that we like grab for on a regular. Mainly like batteries, extra hangers, things like that. So I just wanted to go through and just make it so it wasn't overflowing. I had gotten to a point where it wasn't just like that main thing that I wanted to put in there, but ended up being so much more and things that just were not necessary whatsoever. So I did that, and then I ended up grabbing some bins that we had in our little hallway closet by the kids' bedrooms and putting it over here on the top shelf. You'll see that here in a second, because I just didn't like looking at everything, so I wanted to be able to hide it in somewhere. That candy was left over still from Halloween. Depending on the candy we get, we will hold on to it till next year, because like chocolates and stuff I don't like to hold on to. It can get a little funky. But Skittles and stuff like that, we definitely hold on for the next year to hand out again.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge?
And then on to the part that I really, really was dreading. It was these like junk drawers. There was just so much random like military stuff in there. everything you can think of. We had stuff for like stationery if we were sending out a letter and stuff like that, which yes, we rarely mail things, but you still need to have that stuff just in case. So I ended up just like grabbing some bins that I could try and separate stuff into. Bobby and I will definitely have to go through this again, and be a little bit more strict about it. But in the end, we were able to make it where the bottom 2 drawers, those rows, were the like junk drawer stuff. And then the top 2 drawers, that full like row of 6 drawers, we were able to do for our stuff. Because I figured, I'm like, I could say this is my side and this is your side. I'm like, but realistically, we would rather not have to bend all the way to the bottom drawer. So let's put stuff in there we don't grab for a regular basis. It really is just storage. And then the top drawers are the ones where we will have like our go-to things.
Dreaming when I'm waking up next to you, and my wild heart is beating because it's beating next to you. Let's find something better to hold on to, 'cause we can do anything we want to, and I can't help the feeling that I get when I'm next to you.
And then when it came to the stuff on top of my closet on this day, I ended up just leaving that stuff. It doesn't look the greatest, but I can't really fit bins up there. And the stuff up there is kind of like oddball stuff. Stuff we need stored that we used to like store in our basement in Wisconsin. Awkward shaped stuff we don't grab for it on a regular, but we did not want to get rid of it. Like Bobby has a bow he got from his grandfather up there. Does he go bow hunting on a regular basis? No, absolutely not. But it's something he doesn't want to get rid of. So that top shelf, I don't love the way it looks. It definitely looks a little bit cluttered, but this is literally the only spot in the house that a lot of the stuff up there we can store. So I decided, as long as we can tackle eye level stuff, that other stuff we don't need to worry about right now.
And I can't help the feeling that I get when I'm next to you. Will you run away? Will you run away with me? 'Cause I will run away. I will run away with you. Will you run away? Will you run away with me? 'Cause I will run away. I will run away. 'Cause it feels like a dream.
Bobby definitely was in here helping a lot also. You also didn't see, he ended up going through his side because he literally walked in. He's like, dang it. He's like, now that you did it, I'm going to want to do it. I'm like, well, that's a good thing. So he was going through a lot of his stuff as well. Actually, if you saw our family vlog channel, you saw a little bit of a sneak of the stuff he got rid of when he went through it. He definitely didn't get rid of as much as I did, but if you've been following me for a while, you know, like, this has been something that we've been working with Bobby, and like his wardrobe is so much better now and so much more condensed. Like, I don't complain at all. He's got a very realistic wardrobe nowadays, and every little bit helps. Like, it doesn't have to be, like I said before, this big like purge. If it's just a little bit here at a time, it still makes a big difference in the long run.
So when I see you there with what's your name, and the memories come back to me, I just turn my back and put them on.
Also, if I sound funny in today's video, I apologize. So normally, here's a little like sneak of behind the scenes situation. Normally I do these voiceovers at about 8 a.m. after I drop the boys off at school. I've had enough time to wake up. Everyone else is still asleep, so the house is quiet. It's very easy to do these voiceovers. However, today I have a doctor's appointment at 9:30. So I was not going to have time to voice over, export, and upload this video for you guys. So it's currently like 6 a.m. So if I still have the drowsy like sounding in my voice, I apologize. But I knew I didn't want you guys to miss today's video. All right, after going through those drawers, plus Bobby, you didn't see on camera, but he went through his clothes, so he's got his pile here, random stuff we found. What's nice is now all these bottom drawers are just kind of the random. And we have what? 1, 2, no, 3 completely empty. So that'll allow me to move my stuff that's over here into there, and then eventually baby stuff will be in there. Plus, like I said, I have more Cricut stuff, so I think I'm going to move my Cricut stuff from this one to one of these bottom ones, because it doesn't need to be super accessible like this. This I'd rather have like your underwear drawer or something. Yeah. Be more accessible. I'll take that. All right, so I decided what I'm going to do with these diapers is I'm just going to put them on a mom's group, mentioning that there's nothing wrong with them, what size they are, and if someone wants them for free. Because I don't want to just toss them, can't donate them, and I don't see holding on to them for 2 years. So that's the plan with the diapers. Yeah. But you can see this side has gotten straightened up some. Up there has gotten straightened up. So I really just got to figure out that. And I got to clean these floors because the floors are dirty.
I've been watching you from a distance as I turn out all the lights. All I want from you is to...
So I did actually end up figuring out what I was going to do with those diapers. Bobby and I had talked about it, and I'm like, I just realistically, this baby is not going to fit into these diapers for like 2 years, because I still have to have the baby when that's like months to go. And then actually getting into, these were like size 5, 6 diapers, like that's a while. Shoot, it may be closer to 3 years. So I ended up just going on a local moms Facebook group and posting them for free there, because I did not want to throw them out. Obviously, you can't donate them once they've been open for just safety reasons, but I wanted to make sure someone got use out of them. It never fails that potty training happens right after you get a fresh box of diapers. And with Freya, I liked to empty those diapers into her dresser. One, then I didn't just have the box laying around, and it was very convenient for me. So I did figure out what I was doing with those diapers. But I moved on to Bobby's side of the closet, which he right away was like, what are you doing? Because he knows I'll move his stuff around. But I didn't want to do too much over here. He has his organization style, and I usually don't mess with it much. But I did want to try the color coordinating for him as well, because I'm like, okay, this is going to be a lot easier to manage, because I'm not saying like every single color needs to be coordinated, but keep your like grays, your beigey whites, and your blacks together, and then just have color section. So far, so good. He's still maintaining it. We'll see how long it lasts. But I just loved the way it looked so much on my side that I really, really wanted to do it on this side as well.
Every time I close my eyes, it's gonna rock up the baby, you got me begging you. You got me on repeat.
curious. So I love when hangers are nicely spaced. So do they stay like this? No, because realistically, when you're putting stuff away and stuff, the spacings just don't stay as nice as when you are like initially organize. I'm just curious though, is there like a product out there to help with keeping it all perfectly spaced? Or is it just you would have to stay on top of it? I've never seen one, but I do think it'd be really, really cool because it's not realistic to do this every single time. But man, every time I do it, it just looks so much better. Like everything's nice and uniform, in line. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. And I know it seems goofy to do it this way, but it looks nice. Like I said, is it realistic? Is it practical to keep up with? Absolutely not. But if I'm doing this much work, I'm getting that initial satisfaction of the way it looks. And now just quickly cleaning it up, doing the floors, just basic. You saw me before, I was dusting as I was going. So if I'm in here, I'm going to make sure to try and do it top to bottom.
On that till tonight, so don't tell me how to act or how I should be. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. You see, we just like a little crazy, and we're following the heart.
All right, here it is. Is it 100% perfect? No, but it is so much better than it was before. Plus, we got rid of a ton. So, minus the laundry basket of stuff that I still need to put away, 4 black garbage bags of shoes, clothing, old linens we don't use, random stuff, all in that closet. So, even when you think you've decluttered as much as you can declutter, I swear there's always more.
My friends and I will talk like every other day, shaking the park where all the boys are riding skateboards. They look so hot, they look so cool. Everyone is around, and that's when I saw that someone new that from around. You see on holiday, or will he stick around? He looks so hot, he looks so cool. Hope to see him in school.
Hello, friends, and welcome back. I am so excited for today. We have so much going on. We have so much to talk about. We're getting some cleaning done, decluttering done, organization done, literally a little bit of everything. So get ready for some extreme cleaning motivation to get you guys up and going. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday so far, or if you are watching this on a day other than Friday, hopefully your day is going amazing so far. We have been crazy busy. If you guys saw our family vlog yesterday or Thursday, depending on when, like I said, when you're watching this, you'll see that I've decided that I'm taking on the laundry room, but this laundry room is a huge project, partially because normally when I go into projects we have, like, I have a game plan. And I have no game plan when it comes to the laundry room. So the past couple of days, we've just kind of been winging it, trying to figure it out. So yeah, staying really, really busy with that. Hopefully, I'll have a video for you guys on that sometime next week, but we'll see. Honestly, I'm playing it by ear. I really have no idea what's going on, but I will say I'm already happy with the way it's turning out. It's going to be better than what it was. And that's saying a lot. As you can see on this day, though, I was starting in the bedroom. I wanted to just give a good deep cleaning to the bedroom. So that meant I was doing windows today. I completely stripped the bed. You guys saw that. So that meant mattress protector and all. I wanted to sprinkle some baking soda on it and let that sit for a good couple of hours just to neutralize the bed and everything. And like I said, just get the whole bedroom nice and clean. It was super cute. Freya was like super wanting to be helpful on this day. So you're going to see here in a bit. She was like trying to do a little bit of everything. She was grabbing my cleaning cloths and just cleaning everything. There's some days where she obviously doesn't want anything to do with cleaning, but then there's other days that she's like all about it. She was like that the other day too, actually. I was getting the whole house like mopped and everything, and she right away went in her room, grabbed her little toy Dyson vacuum thing, and started going around and vacuuming the entire house. I think it's really, really cute on those days when she's like super into helping. I do have to keep my eye on her a little bit though, because one thing she likes to do is when I'm cleaning the windows, she then wants to go and clean them also. And you guys, windows are tricky, especially like the big sliding glass doors. If you don't do it right with the right products, the right cloth, it's going to end up streaky. So that's the only time that I'm ever like, okay, Freya, wait, you have to clean this and let mommy clean this part because it's just a little tricky.
Living in high speed. Love is so insane.
So I'm 16, almost 17 weeks pregnant today. So I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, which is a little sooner than usual, but if you guys are new here, I have gestational diabetes. Always get it when I'm pregnant. Every single time. Luckily, I can normally handle it with diet, but my last doctor's appointment, which was about 2 weeks ago, I forgot to bring in my paper showing all my blood sugars. So he wanted me to come back in 2 weeks. That way we could go over my blood sugars, just make sure everything's going good and looking good. So yeah, I have that on Monday. And then I did schedule my anatomy scan with the high risk doctor for, now I'm forgetting. I believe June 12th. I believe that's when I scheduled it. So that's coming up then. I think those are all the big things coming up. So otherwise just staying busy like always. I know people are always nervous about if I'm relaxing and taking breaks, and I am, trust me. I don't do more than I can handle. And the one thing you guys definitely don't see on here is normally about 3 o'clock when I am passed out sleeping. So I'm definitely getting my breaks in here. With deep cleaning though on this day, I did also want to actually mop. You guys know I love my vacuum mops. They are amazing. Use them every single day. But I do like every once in a while to go around with the actual mop. It just cleans so well. So going around with the actual mop just is something that always makes a room to me feel like thoroughly deep cleaned. I'm still loving this mop. I love the way it works. I do still have my O-Cedar mop, and I'll pull it out for certain situations. But for the most part, this one is my go-to. I love it. I think one of the reasons I like it so much is with us having animals, like, it doesn't matter if I have just vacuumed. There's dog hair on the floor, or now cat hair on the floor. There's always hair. My hair on the floor. Let's be honest. I shed probably just as much as Bailey sheds. But because when this one cleans the mop head, it has those bristles. It untangles any hair that would be caught on the mop, which is always a lot. So that is one of the reasons I do love this mop. Also, if you're new here, those are my mop socks, those bright orange socks I was wearing. People that have been here for a while, you guys know them. You know I love them. But if you're new here, so those are just like microfiber socks, which are great because I'm always barefoot. You guys know this. Like, it's the way I'm comfortable. I'm always barefoot. But when I'm mopping, I don't want the footprints. So by wearing the microfiber socks, they do one of two things. One, I'm not getting the footprints, which is great. But two, if there's an area that needs a little bit more scrubbing, and normally I'd get down on my hands and knees and scrub it, I don't have to. I can just use my foot because it already has like basically cleaning cloths on my feet. Here I am in the bathroom though, just once again, just doing a nice little deep clean in here. These lights just needed to get wiped down and everything. Every couple of months, I will come in and like fully take these light fixtures apart and thoroughly clean the actual glass. Highly recommend that if you have never done that. Take them off, clean them, throw them in your dishwasher, something. Massive, massive difference. But in between, I just come in and wipe them down like this. But 100%, if you've never like fully taken your light fixtures apart, I highly, highly recommend it. It makes such a difference. Such a huge difference. I have seen people that have done that have just done like basic dusting their entire time living in a house. And then finally be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. And they take it apart to find out that their brown glass was actually white or clear. So if you've never done it, I highly recommend it. It can be very satisfying. And yeah, so much fun. Oh, so other reason I wanted to get this bathroom done is I actually ordered a new rug for this bathroom. Now, I love the rug in this bathroom. I think it is beautiful. I do. So, the reason I ordered a new one is, you guys know, this rug does not stay clean. Also, I do realize I messed up last video calling Bailey. I think I called him an English Mastiff. Bailey is our Saint Bernard. I used to have an English Mastiff, and I think that's probably why I messed up. But, all right, off topic. Back to it. So I got a new rug. I do love the rug I have in here. The issue is Bailey, our Saint Bernard, loves sleeping in the bathroom. Loves it. Like, anywhere that he feels is small, and considering he is 170 plus pounds, the bathroom he considers small, he loves sleeping. So hallways, bathrooms, the laundry room, anything that makes him feel more confined is one of his favorite areas. But just literally from him going outside and laying in the grass, this rug gets so dirty. Like, I can clean it, and by day 2 or 3, it's just looking the same again. So as much as I love it and I think it is beautiful, I ordered one. That one is machine washable. So it's going to be so much easier to keep clean. So instead of having to go outside with my power washer to clean it, I can just throw it in the washer and dryer. That'll be awesome. But it also has some color in it. So you guys are going to see that a little bit later on, because I was giving this bathroom a good cleaning, but the rug had not shown up yet. So you're going to see that later. I figured for now I would just give everything a good cleaning, take the rug out, send the robot vacuum in here to just get everything nice and clean before the actual new rug showed up later. Oh, I always get also asked about hair and cleaning your bathroom. This is my biggest tip. If you have animals and you deal with hair around, especially your toilet, but really anywhere in your house that you have a hair problem and you feel like it's hard to clean because of the hair, get yourself these Swiffer pads. I will always come in here and give it a quick dry dust with the Swiffer pads. They cling to everything. They're absolutely amazing. And then go in and clean it. It makes a big difference. I feel you on the dog hair. It definitely is a thing. And like I said, Bailey sleeps in here, so the dog hair is all over this room. Luckily, he is past his summer shed. So he has 2 big sheds a year. Usually right as the weather starts getting warmer, he has a big shed. And right as the weather starts getting cooler, he has a big shed. Oh man, when those sheds come on, it's so much work. So we were dealing with for a couple weeks where he was having his big summer shed, and there was just hair everywhere. constantly. And like, he already is always a dog that sheds naturally, but like when those sheds happen, it's like, oh my goodness. And you may not have a St. Bernard, but if you have a Husky, a German, any of those, you guys know what I mean. Any of those two coated breeds, yeah, definitely, definitely a lot more work. I moved out into the sunroom, animal room, whatever you want to call it. I call this our animal room because we keep everything for the animals out here. So it always needs a really good cleaning. The couch gets full of hair and also now kitty litter because the kitties do come out at night. They don't like coming out of grandma's room during the day because, let's be honest, they're used to living with one older woman all by themselves, and they've moved into a house with 3 kids and 2 dogs and 2 other adults. Like, they're still getting used to it. I will say, though, it's been a month of grandma living with us, and they are getting so much better. Like, we're giving them their time, but they're getting there. They're definitely getting there. Like I said, at night, they are wandering the entire house. Her male cat, Kobe, used to, even at night, not want to come out. And now, as long as they don't think there's anyone out there, they will scurry and just wander the house, which is really all we wanted. We want them to be comfortable and can wander around. But with that, kitty litter gets everywhere. I did not realize this. We've never had cats before, though. We've always been a dog family, and it wasn't till grandma moved in with us and we weren't going to make her get rid of her cats. That just seemed cruel. That I did not realize kitty litter like clings to the cat's paws so bad. So when they at night use their litter box and then go lay on the couch because they love that couch also, I've found that litter likes to cling over there. Oh, also, I showed you guys that part, that rag, because I know often we're like, it looks like we're cleaning a clean house. And I want that to be a testament of that counter does great at making it look clean when it is not. That counter gets so dirty because that's where we refill the bird seed. Plus dog food, cat food, all the things. That I wanted to show you that cloth. That cloth was completely clean before cleaning that counter. And you saw how dirty it was. Like, so sometimes I know these cameras don't show the dirt and the grime, but I promise you, my house is not perfect. It will never be perfect. And I'm okay with that. And you guys should be okay with that too for your houses, because it just means our houses are lived in. They are loved. And for me, like, I will take a little bit dirtier of a house, but to have the joys of animals and kids and life and love and happiness happening in our home, over having a perfectly clean house. Like, the dirt is worth it when you think of how much you gain from it. So, obviously, I still like a clean house, and I'm going to go around and clean it up. But yeah, if you guys ever think or are like comparing your house to mine, I want you to remember the hidden dirt that the camera does not show, because I promise you, my house is not always clean. Actually, okay, so this was funny. The other day, grandma loves cleaning. She will often, like, you guys know me, I don't like cleaning at night. Like, after dinner, I will put this stuff away, but then I'm like, I'm gonna wait till the morning to clean up. Like, I want to go watch my show, hang out with the kids, hang out with my husband. Like, I don't want to clean at night. Just my preference. Well, grandma, I've gotten to where I wake up every morning and the dishes are done, the house is clean, because she enjoys cleaning. We caught her the other day sweeping the entire house, like with an actual broom and dustpan. And we're like, Grandma, what are you doing? But we do realize, like, this is just her trying to One, stay active, and I think two, just contribute to the house. But with that, it was funny because she's like, the floors are dirty, so I just wanted to clean them up. And there was this small pile because I had just ran, like that morning. This was the afternoon time. The robot vacuum. So I normally run it every morning or evening, at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. I run the robot vacuum on top of when I use my mop vacuum, a regular vacuum on like the rugs and stuff. But this little pile of sand and stuff and hair, and she's like, it was just dirty, I wanted to clean it up. And I was like, Grandma, the dogs look at the floor and there's gonna be hair, and we live in Florida. Grandma, we walk outside and walk back in and there's going to be sand. Like, if you want these floors perfect, you're going to have to be sweeping 24/7. There's 6 of us in the family going in and out of the house. We've got 2 cats and 2 dogs, and yeah, but she's super sweet. It's been really nice having her down here. It was an adjustment in the very beginning, for everyone. It was adjustment for us. It was an adjustment for her. But it's been really nice, and it is so cute seeing Freya and Grandma. Like, absolutely adorable. They are like best friends. Freya is constantly helping Grandma if she needs her walker or a blanket or whatever. Grandma will go sit outside so that Freya can swim. Yeah, they're just really cute together. In the beginning, like, was constantly reminding Grandma, like, Grandma, don't feel like you don't have to make Freya breakfast. Like, I can do that. It's my job. I'm her mom. Or Freya, when she uses the bathroom, if she goes number 1, she wipes herself. If she goes number 2, I always check on her to make sure she doesn't get any owies. And Grandma was doing that. I'm like, Grandma, you don't have to. I'm like, in no way. But I think she just enjoys it. I really, I've gotten to where I felt guilty in the beginning because in no way did I want her to feel like she had to do any of this stuff. But I think I'm starting to realize that these are things that are like giving her purpose, and she's actually enjoying it. So I'm trying not to tell her she can't. I just like her to know she doesn't have to. If you want to, great, but never ever feel like you have to.
Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the
Oh my goodness, I just realized I talked a lot there. I apologize. I must be in a talkative mood. I'm sure you guys get it. There's some days where you're just like talkative, and there's other days where you're not. So these windows are always so dirty. Mainly because the kids are like swimming out here, so they'll get like splashed and stuff. So I went in just with some vinegar and Dawn on the windows to clean them down. And then just that usually works great. If you have really bad like hard water or soap scum on your windows, use some sort of toilet bowl cleaner that's good for hard water. Works so well. I use the Zepp, which the Zepp one was actually recommended by one of you guys. I learned so much from you guys. I know you guys are always like, you are awesome. You've taught me so much, but you guys honestly have taught me so much. But yeah, the Zepp toilet bowl cleaner for hard water works great if you have really bad windows. Actually, Bobby just did it in one of our windows in the garage, because our house, we have soft water, because we have a whole house water softener. But our irrigation system for our gardens and our grass is well water. So that's very, very hard water. And for a while, one of our sprinklers, Bobby hadn't had completely lined up correctly and was hitting that garage window nonstop. So months of this. And he was asking me how to get it clean because he just wanted it clean. And I had him use the Zep stuff. I believe that was in a recent family vlog also. You can see the massive, massive difference it makes compared to just using a window cleaner or using the toilet bowl cleaner and then wiping it all down. If you need to, I'll do a quick. So you just take the toilet bowl cleaner. You want to use like a Scrub Daddy because it's a little bit more abrasive and can really break stuff up. Scrub that onto the window and then let it sit for 5 minutes. I then normally just do a quick scrub with the Scrub Daddy again and then wipe off all the excess and then go in with just your window cleaner to clean it off. If it's really bad, you may need to do this twice or 3 times. It really just depends on how bad it is. But we have had some pretty bad windows, and just even going over it once makes a huge difference. Like, I've rarely had to go over something twice. So yeah, if you deal with hard water and it's driving you crazy in your shower, windows, whatever it is, that's something I highly recommend trying. Here in the kitchen, I'm just using Pine Sol. You guys know Pine Sol. I love it as my multi-purpose cleaner. I love the smell of it. I love the fact that it deters bugs. I am not a fan of bugs at all, but living here in Florida, it is a way of life. We treat our house to make sure that bugs don't come in, but I also like to go above and beyond and do things like using Pine Sol to keep up with it.
No, I just wanna say hell no. And do whatever I like. Do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so. 'Cause I can put up a fight. Let's make it hit and run. Do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hell no. Yeah, we'll be
So I know another thing I always get asked, and I've answered this before, but it's constant question that gets brought up. So I like to answer questions that I see regularly because I figure if a handful of people are asking it, there's probably a lot more wondering. And I often forget that some of you guys are new. I'm so just used to sitting here and chit-chatting with you guys like friends, because we are, that I forget some of you have no idea who I am. And we're like new friends and just getting to know each other, and you guys have questions. So these eggs that are on my counter, so these are quail eggs. Sometimes you will see duck eggs as well. I know I mentioned the bird seed before. We have quail. We also have Muscovy ducks. But the big question is, people always ask, what do I do with the quail eggs? Because they seem small, and they are. To equal a chicken egg, you need 3 or 4 quail eggs. But as you can see, we have plenty of quail eggs to do that. And I literally use them just like you guys would use chicken eggs. You make scrambled eggs with them, you bake with them, whatever you want. Quail are just awesome because they are in a confined cage. They're a lot quieter. Actually, quail are known for kind of being like songbirds. So a rooster for chickens are loud, very loud. Cannot have them in most cities. But quail, they have this little I don't even want to try and mimic what they sound like, but the girls pretty much make no noise. And the boys just do, they have a crow, but it's not like a rooster crow. They were known for being like songbirds. It's pretty. They're honestly quieter than the morning birds in our neighborhood. The birds here in the morning are so loud. Not my birds. The wild native birds are so loud. So that is why we have the quail, because chickens, even girl chickens, can be loud. And trying to just be courteous to our neighbors and whatnot. Like, we like trying to be more self-sufficient. We've been slowly becoming more self-sufficient. Do not think we are perfect by any means. I failed at the gardening aspect of trying to be self-sufficient. I'm gonna have to try that again. But we're working on it. One thing at a time. We're working on this. So yeah, that is what those quail eggs are. I am just quickly going in and cleaning out. So this drawer, our silverware drawer, I don't know how would they get so dirty. I don't. You think when you shut the drawer, things shouldn't get in there, but there's always crumbs. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm sure you guys are like, yes, how does this happen? So I wanted to go through, get rid of the stuff that we didn't need in here, but also just clean it out. Like I said, there's so many crumbs and just random stuff in this drawer. And then our junk drawer, that's another drawer that I just have to do regularly. I'm trying to do it more often. Often the junk drawer is one of those things that I touch once, twice a year, and it gets out of control. It naturally gets out of control. But I'm trying to get to where I am more on top of it and sticking with it, and I don't forget. So you're going to see that here in a little bit too, because yeah, that one was in desperate need of decluttering and organizing and all of the things.
Let me in the champagne bursting pub. I just give 200% every day 'cause I own it. I'm fighting all of my life. I'm bad and I know it. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. Ooh, I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Juliet, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out all your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear the champagne burst and pop.
And actually, going back to the idea that some of you guys are new here and don't know who I am, I want to quickly introduce myself. And thank you. If you have made it this far in today's video, I hope you have subscribed. I would love that. But quick introduction. My name is Cambria. I am a mom of 3, currently pregnant with baby number 4. We are a multi-generational family. I know I mentioned before grandma living with us, so that has happened within the past month. We are originally from Wisconsin and moved to Florida. We live near Daytona Beach. 2 years ago? Yeah, it'll be 2 years in June. Crazy. It's already been 2 years. So yeah, we moved down here 2 years ago, and grandma just moved from Wisconsin to Florida. She just used to live alone and everything, but over the winter had fallen a few times, and it had really just gotten to a point where she did not want to go into a nursing home. So that is why we are a multi-generational family. Is we were the people in the family willing and able, I should say, to have grandma move in with us. What else? I don't know. I think that's a big thing. I do a lot of cleaning motivation on my channel. I am someone that I don't love cleaning, but I love having a clean house, and that is why I jump on here. I want to get you guys inspired and motivated and talk about the struggles of real mom life struggles. This is not your Instagram, Pinterest, perfect YouTube channel. You are going to see the dust and dirt and grime, and sometimes we're going to talk about sad stuff, but we're not going to do that too much, but we're going to keep it real here. Very real. We want to get motivated and inspired, but I don't want anyone to feel like anyone is better than someone else. So yeah, that is what my channel about. And a lot of makeovers. I will randomly decide to do something. Actually, when we bought this house, this was a complete fixer-upper. So if you guys want to go back to 2 years ago and start watching those videos of from where this house started to where it is today, it is a completely different house. We renovated this house top to bottom over these past 2 years. And from us talking about our laundry room, you will have seen we are still not done. There's still little projects. Almost everything's done. We did the landscaping just recently. We're now doing the laundry room. That may be it. Which I know. You guys are going to tell me, Cambria, you need to relax, you need to take a break, you're pregnant, all the things, but let's be honest. It's hard to relax in chaos. And that is why I clean. I don't clean because I love to clean. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, I just love dusting and sweeping and mopping, because I don't. Let's be realistic. I don't. But I do love having a clean house. I feel like that's when I can relax and get stuff done and all the things. So, yeah. If you feel like you could enjoy that, I hope you have subscribed, like I said. But yeah, introduction done. You can see I moved back into the bedroom. The one thing I did not get was showing me, losing my train of thought. Vacuuming off the baking soda on the mattress. I did do that. I know I didn't show it, but don't worry. I did not make my bed with the baking soda still on there. But here into the family room. Freya's also really, really good at cleaning up after herself. So often, like, I'll clean up, but most of the time, all I have to do is say, hey, Freya, go clean up your stuff. And she cleans it up. She was actually... She's a little snot sometimes. I asked all the kids to clean their room the other day. And she comes out with her attitude. Typical 3-year-old, like, attitude. And she's like, and she does that, like, little lip snap. I'm better at cleaning my room than my brothers are. I just died laughing. She is such a little diva. And man, her and Bjorn, they just like pick at each other. One thing I am trying to get her at, though, is her attitude at times, because girl has some attitude, especially when it comes to her brothers. And I said from the very beginning, I told Bobby, I'm like, because we weren't sure after Freya if we were going to have more. Like, she was possibly going to be our last. And we just felt pulled to having another one. But I was like, we can't, like, baby her too much. We're going to have a monster on our hands if we baby her. Well, the boys did not listen to me. And they definitely babied and spoiled her. And they are now living with the consequences of their actions. But as mom, I'm still trying to, like, help this along, because her being a little diva attitude child isn't good for her either. Don't get me wrong, she is a loving, sweet girl, and actually usually listens very well and is very respectful. It just, when it comes to her brothers, that's when diva child comes out.
Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. You got me wrapped around your finger. Tell me what you wanna do. I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know.
All right, and then the rug showed up. I was so excited to put this area rug down. I found this right on Amazon. I've actually found that the washable rugs on Amazon are so soft. I have now gotten a washable rug for the boys' room, which, thank goodness, the other day they spilled a whole cone of ice on it at like 8 o'clock at night. Oh, that was fun. But Freya's room and now this bathroom, and I just love the way they feel. So this rug is really, really pretty. It has the blue tone as the vanity, and I'm telling you already, we've had this in here for a couple days now, and it looks so much better. It's just been staying so much cleaner. I'm very, very happy with it. So kind of sad that I had to get rid of the other one. But honestly, it just got too dirty, and I was so sick of cleaning it. And functionality, practicality, and style, for me, it all has to go together. Like, I am someone that, yes, I want my house to be pretty. I find it easier to maintain a clean house when I find it pretty because I want to actually keep it looking that way. But it also has to be functional and practical. So that is why I finally pulled the trigger and got a new one. But very, very happy with this one. This one's also slightly larger, which I really like. So it not only covers by the vanity, but also by the shower, where before it was pretty much just by the shower. So I do really like that as well, that it covers more of that area.
Inside, but I can feel no pain. I won't try to stop her. She can't be tamed. I'm so in love with her. I'm falling. Try again. Get up and try again. No, no, I ain't giving you up. No, I'm giving you up. No, no, I ain't giving you up.
I don't always show this part of my video, but I always, I swear it's every single video, get asked about putting my chairs on my island and them being dirty and whatnot. I have always done it that way. Always, since I was little. It's how my mom did it, so it's how I do it. But I do wipe the counters afterwards. So if you see me put the rug on the counter or the chairs on the counter, I promise you, I'll clean them. I just may not show it on video, but every once in a while, I figured it's a good reminder. Dining room was not that bad this day. Just need a quick wipe down. Nothing too crazy. We always have coffee stuff out. I actually have not been drinking a ton of coffee. I know you're not supposed to drink a lot of caffeine when you're pregnant. I am definitely not a no caffeine. I will get a massive headache without any caffeine. But I love my Diet Pepsi. And I don't need a lot of Diet Pepsi. But when I'm pregnant, I'm like, okay, I can have a glass of coffee today or a can of Diet Pepsi. And lately, I have been choosing the can of Diet Pepsi. But Bobby still has one or two coffees a day. So that coffee area is still always dirty. But yeah, I have not been having nearly as much coffee. I say nearly as much. I normally had a coffee a day. That was normally my thing. But I would normally have a coffee and then one soda and then drink water throughout the day. And I've cut it to like in half. So I get one or the other. I get my coffee or I get my soda. And yeah, most days I'm going to pick my Diet Pepsi. And I know it's not good for you. You don't have to tell me. I know these things. But I love it. I do. It's kind of like some people and their obsession with, what is it, Dr. Pepper. I can't believe how many people are obsessed with Dr. Pepper. I don't dislike Dr. Pepper, but I'm not I don't buy Dr. Pepper, if that makes sense. Like, it's one of those things of if it's served, I'll drink it and be like, oh, this is nice. But definitely not obsessed with it. But I'm so surprised at how many people are. Yeah, Dr. Pepper, it's a thing. Let me know. Are you on the whole Dr. Pepper kick? Am I crazy? Am I doing something wrong? Fill me in. Let me know. What am I missing about this Dr. Pepper thing? Except you probably think I'm crazy about that with Diet Pepsi too. So, I used to be a Mountain Dew girl. And then I completely cut that out of my life. Actually, now if I even take a sip of it, I'm like, whew, I don't know how I drank that before. But Diet Pepsi is it's still my thing. I've tried others. I've tried the just sparkling water and it's not the same. But I will see you guys. Hello, and welcome back. You guys, this is going to be an awesome video. I've got so much in today's video. Obviously, we have a ton of cleaning going on. I have recipes, a grocery haul, some shopping, and just this is kind of a different video. We got a mix of like the clean with me motivation going on with a little bit of vloggy mom life in here. I wanted to do something that just like really showed what mom life is. Like, it's really easy to see these videos and be like, oh, so easy, cool music, like let's jam along. And there's so much more that goes in with it. And that is what today's all about. Real life, mom life, motivation to literally get it all done. I had to show this though, the real life of having a million animals in your house. This is why I have to dust on the regular. That is just nasty. Also, I did not realize this till I was editing this back. He is such a dork. I love him. Such a dork. So I had to add that in. When I was editing this and saw his little face pop up, I'm like, you would, Bobby.
Like that.
So I just semi got ready for the day. I know you guys don't see this often because I often don't do much with my face. But with getting so sunburned the other day from working outside, I've been putting on my tinted moisturizer more because it has a higher SPF. But I feel weird when I just put the tinted moisturizer on because it like just blankets my face. It's very light, but I feel like I need some contrast. So I did a little bit more, nothing too crazy. But we have a bunch going on today. I want to make ahead some dishes that we're bringing over to mom and dad's for family dinner on Sunday. I also, and I'm so excited about this, I just got my Thrive order in. I deal with gestational diabetes when I'm pregnant, which usually not a big deal because Bobby and I already live a pretty low carb keto lifestyle. Except when I'm pregnant, I crave things. I crave things that I don't normally crave. So I put in a small order with Thrive to help me not like have issues with my gestational diabetes, but help with some of my cravings. So I'm gonna share that later, and then just other stuff going on around the house. All right, before I clean up the kitchen, I need to clean up the kitchen, but I wanna quickly go over my Thrive order real quick. What I got, like I said, a lot of this stuff, I got little snacky stuff that are keto safe, which that's a nice thing about Thrive is you can, if you have like certain diet requirements, they have, you can just type in that diet requirement and it shows you everything that's safe for it. So that is one reason I have used Thrive now. Shoot, I can't even tell you how many years. It's been, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years that we've been using Thrive Market. Big thanks to Thrive though for sponsoring today's video and being a continuous partner on my channel and just supporting my channel here. All right, so this is, like I said, it's just a small order. Just wanted specific things. These though are great. These I actually got for the kids. I like them because they are the nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, only 2 grams of sugar, and I'm sure all of you guys understand who have kids, going through snacks is a regular thing. So honey oat and then s'mores. And then I love these diced tomatoes. They're the fire roasted ones. So these I just wanted to restock the pantry. This though is one of the things I got specifically for myself because it is sugar free. So like I said, with dealing with the gestational diabetes, this will be a nice little snack, but it's sugar free. So that's really good. And then this chocolate hazelnut butter. This just looked delicious. And it did say it was keto. So this was definitely an impulse buy. And then these. So when I make the kids waffles or pancakes, I can do this Birch Bender macro friendly keto pancakes. These look delicious also. So if you followed me for a while, you've heard of Thrive Market before, but if you're new here, so Thrive Market is a membership-based online grocery shopping subscription. What's great about them is they have guaranteed money savings. Like I said, you can filter by dietary requirements or anything like that. I love that orders over $49 ship for free, because if you have a family the size of mine, you know every single order is over that, and any little bit of savings is huge. And I love the green aspect. Everything that shipped in that box is completely recyclable, which is something that we definitely care about in our house, is recycling and everything. So being able to do that is huge. Now is the perfect time to start up with Thrive, especially if you have been considering them, knowing just the convenience of not having to go to the grocery store again. The idea of knowing you have a guaranteed savings every time you shop with them. And then on top of that, just the health benefits of shopping with Thrive and not having to play the guessing game of what are we giving our children today. Check out my link in the description below to get 30% off your first order plus a free gift up to $60. Check out Thrive Market today. You definitely won't regret it.
If you wanna see some crazy and also lazy, then you should meet me.
So if you remember way back when I first organized this kitchen and I went Toto Dodo Bird and wrote on the flower as actual flowers, like pretty flowers instead of flour you bake with, yeah, I never changed it. It honestly has just become an inside joke for a lot of people here on my channel that knows. But I still get comments when people see that, like, flowers?
Days like a week.
That didn't go as planned. I thought it would all fit.
Worry about tomorrow. We just what we wanna do tonight. So don't tell me how to act or how I should be. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. You see, we just act a little crazy, and we're following our heartbeats. We don't wanna be like you. Got the boombox blasting and we're just laughing. The neighbors try to shut us down, but you know they can blame us for acting shameless. Now we just like to have some fun. We're just like ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just ooh, ooh, ooh. What we wanna do tonight before we all grow old. So don't tell me how to act or how I should be. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. You see, we just act a little crazy.
This filter gets so gross so quickly. Ugh. So I'm just gonna quickly rinse that out. I know a lot of people forget to clean out their filters. I try to do that multiple times a month. It's not that hard, but that's definitely what'll give you the funk in your dishwasher.
I know that I'm just wasting time, but I don't wanna let it go. I don't wanna let it go.
There we go. So much better with literally just a little rinse.
Tell me how I should be. All we want is to be free. We don't wanna be like
So I am pre-making 2 recipes today to take over to Mom and Dad's on Sunday. One is being a Southwest corn dip, which is delicious. So I've got 3 cans of this. You can use regular, just whole corn, but I like the Southwest one because then you get the poblano peppers, the red peppers, all of that. Whatever blocks of cheese you want. I have Colby and Swiss on hand, so that's what I'm using, but pepper jack is good, a sharp cheddar is really good, any of those. And then 2 blocks of cream cheese. if you enjoy spice, jalapenos, sour cream, and if you enjoy cilantro. So this is a really straightforward recipe, and if you want, you can do this in a pan and put it on a smoker. You can put this in your oven. I'm doing it in the slow cooker because it's easy. Plus, I can start this, get it all pretty much done, and then take the whole slow cooker to mom and dad's and plug it in on low. So that's the 3 cans of the corn mixture, 2 blocks of cream cheese. You're gonna want about a cup of sour cream, but I don't actually measure the sour cream. Like everything I make, I don't really measure anything. So I know I need about half this container for this and about half this container for the other recipe that I'm going to be making. So I'll do that. Once again, if you don't like spice, don't add the jalapenos. Add more, add less, do whatever you want. These recipes always call for shredded cheese. One, if you don't get in the package, they melt so much better. So you don't have to worry about shredding them. What I do is I just cut them in cubes. I'm gonna cook this on high for about 2 hours. And then what I'll do is at about that 1 hour mark, I'm gonna mix it all together. So I'm not killing my hand throwing cheese around. No cheese, Minnie. Actually, you can have a piece of cheese. Here you go, have some cheese. Dog tax. But shredding all this can be a lot, and you really don't need to, as long as you just cube it up so that at that 1 hour mark, you can mix it all together. And like I said, use whatever cheese you want. You can use pepper jack is really good, especially if you like spice. There's like queso blended cheese or any of that. I just grabbed what we have on hand. And then cilantro is a funny thing. If you've never had cilantro before, I recommend trying the cilantro before you add it to a recipe. Some people love cilantro, and other people say it tastes like soap. I feel like cilantro definitely is one of those taste bud things where you either love it or you hate it. So, if you aren't sure, test it before adding it, because if you don't like it and you think it tastes like soap, you will ruin this. But it's not necessary. I love cilantro. Everyone in my family that I know of loves cilantro. So I'm going to add a good amount of this to it. And then depending on how much time you have, like if it's early morning, you don't got people coming over till later, you can put it on low. If you want it quickly, like I said, I'm gonna do it on high. I'm gonna leave it on high for 2 hours, but halfway through, we're going to mix. Magic of YouTube. It has been an hour, so we are going to give this all a mix. Let's get everything more combined. And you can mix this as it goes. You just want to make sure that everything slowly gets very well combined. And over time, as everything melts, it'll get easier and easier to mix it. This is a pretty large batch, so that's why I like throwing it on high. Once it's all combined, then you can just pop it on low or warm and just leave it at that. Especially if people are coming over, that way it's a nice warm dip and it's gonna stay that way right in your crock pot, which is why I prefer this in the crock pot over the oven or smoker, because it's going to stay nice and melty and delicious. Now I'm gonna make some cheesy potatoes, funeral potatoes, whatever you guys call them. Another super, super easy recipe, but delicious. Get a bag of hash browns, either the cubed or the shredded. That other half of sour cream from before. I have a can of cream of mushroom, a can of cream of chicken, and then a bunch of shredded cheddar and some ranch seasoning. Oh, I also completely forgot, I also have a cup of melted butter, but I'm just gonna take the can of cream soups. It's basically a cheesy potato casserole. One thing a lot of people like is like Ritz crackers or potato chips. I've seen cornflakes, stuff like that on top to give it some crisp. My children are weird and don't like things crunchy. So even though I like that, I don't put that in there because I know they prefer it not to be on top. So normally I just top it with a little bit more cheese and that's it. Take, like I said, the rest of that sour cream that I didn't use in the other recipe, I'm gonna put in here. And then I just do this, that way I can combine all the filling and mix it together really well before adding the potatoes. Your melted butter. So this is 2 sticks of melted butter. If you're wondering stick-wise, it's 2 sticks of melted butter. So no, it's not healthy, but it's delicious, and that's what matters. I'm gonna add my ranch seasoning to it. About that much. I don't know how much that is. I eyeball it. I'd probably say it's about a package. If you're buying like the package of ranch seasoning, that's about a package of it. One big thing though, when you're doing this will make it so much easier, is with your hash browns, let them thaw. So I actually threw these in the fridge yesterday. That way today they weren't all frozen. They're cold, but not frozen. It just makes it so much easier to actually mix these together. And all of these recipes, like you can do this in the crock pot also. This is super easy to make crock pot friendly. If you're having a cookout and you want to throw it on the smoker, you can throw it on the smoker. Or in my case, I'm going to throw this in the oven. I'm going to get it pretty much all the way cooked to go to Mom and Dad's. And then we can pop it back in the oven at their house to warm it up. I'm going to use, this is a whole block of cheese. I'm going to use about 2/3 of it inside. And then I'm saving the remainder for the top of it. And then once you have that all mixed together, just grab yourself a 9x13. Put that in here. And then just make an even layer of it. I have the oven preheated to 350. Probably throw it in there for an hour and then take it out, let it cool so that, like I said, you can make this ahead, even a couple days ahead, and just reheat it. This does not have to be same day, but it can be. It's really easy enough to do same day. And if you don't have children that are crazy like mine and don't like crispy textures, highly recommend doing some sort of topping with just a drizzle of butter over it. It's so good. But like I said, my kids don't like the crispy tops, so we're just going to use the remainder of the cheese on top. And then I'm also just going to sprinkle a little bit more seasoning over the top of it, and then throw that in the oven for an hour. taking break outside. Freya's playing. She said she was going to jump on the trampoline. Now it looks like she's chasing geckos. One of her favorites. That girl has no fear. Like, no fear of anything. To the point where I'm like, no, please don't pick up that spider. Or please don't pick up that bug. Because I don't know if it's poisonous or something. What, baby? Okay. But no fear of anything. Like, gecko hunting, all the things. She's crazy. But, so, I'm curious if you guys ever have this thought. I love watching, obviously, mommy YouTubers. Love it. Kim from the Wads, she's one of my favorites. Her personality is just infatuating. Like, I wish I was that goofy and bubbly and all the things. Like, love her. But I watch them. Her, Tiffany Beeston, Jamie, all these people who I know have a house full of kids. And I'm like, how do you film and it be quiet in the background? I'm curious. How do you do it? Because my house is never quiet, ever. Between 3 kids, you got Bobby, myself, now Grandma, the dogs. Like, I don't know how they do it. Sometimes I can get somewhere that it's quiet, but most of the time, like, you're gonna hear my life in the background. It just, like, is what it is. So, yeah, I was thinking about that when I was quickly looking at some of the footage of the recipes that I just showed you guys, which are so good. You guys have to try them. But it's like, you got TV, you got talking, you got so much stuff going on. And I'm not about to tell people, turn the TV off, everyone shut up, all the things. But I'm curious how they do it. Do they, like, just kick everyone out of the house on filming days? I don't know. I don't know how they live with quiet, because that is not my life. It is never quiet. A couple of months from now, I'm going to have a newborn, and it's really never going to be quiet. Oh, all the things. I do love coming outside, though, and sitting by the pool, because it is, like, peaceful and quiet out here. This is my favorite place to be. Like, I'll take the kids to school, and I come out here and relax in the morning. I love sitting out here. It's so quiet. And then it makes it easy. Kids can be playing and whatnot. But even before, like, I was sitting out here just kind of relaxing, and then kids came out, started swimming, and Bobby came out, started talking to me, and I'm like, never quiet. Right now it's not too bad. Freya's, I guess, decided she doesn't want to jump. She's just going to play in her sandbox, which is totally cool. But yeah, what video was I was watching one of Kim's videos this morning, and that's what got me thinking about it. Is she was filming like a recipe or something, and I'm like, that girl's got more kids than I do. How is her house quiet? So I'm curious, what is your rule when it comes to when your kids make their beds and stuff? I am very much in the middle. Like, I do not make the kids make their beds on school days. None of us are morning people. And I'm just not about to worry about getting them up, making their beds, all the things. So, during the week, they obviously still have to somewhat keep their room clean. But I do still come in. I tried to have them make their own beds the other day with the fitted sheets. I don't think they know what they're doing yet. Because I just thought it was falling off, and now I don't know. Like, I don't think this is on correctly at all. So, I do not do this on a regular basis, like I said before, but Bjorn on this morning had brought me his laundry to wash, so I was going to wash the laundry, and then I wanted to come in here and just check on things. It's just nice to come in here every once in a while and just do a quick pickup, send the vacuum in here, and get it clean.
As you wanted to.
Xander's isn't much better. So, note to self, next time, I'm going to have to show them, again, how to put a fitted sheet on, because my test to see if they could do it themselves, they failed.
You got me on repeat. You got me on repeat. Your love has got me on my knees. And always on repeat. second, I will give up without a fight. Even if you keep me guessing till the morning light. Yeah, I know I will learn it the hard way, 'cause I just can't leave it be. And I don't really care what they say, it's all about you and me. But every time I feel it, every time I breathe, every time I close my eyes, it's coming right up.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview of the laundry room. This is the room I wanna do next. I hate it. And I have no idea what to do. Here's the big thing though. I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I've had people be like, oh, get a different water heater and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's thousands of dollars. Not looking for that. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this more functional, look nicer, and not like moving big things. Like, I'm not gonna move our furnace and AC unit. I'm not moving our water heater, all of that. So I'm gonna quickly show you what we're working with, and I need your help drastically. If you got photos you could send me on Instagram, even better. Cause honestly, I'm just at a loss for this space. Like, it functions, but I don't enjoy it. All right, so we'll start with the walk-in. This stuff obviously has to be put away. This is just a tiny little closet. So I keep cleaning stuff in there, some extra paint, whatever. Nothing much. Door to the garage. This right here is that furnace and everything. So currently it literally just has like a shower curtain hiding it. We did install these cabinets. They were old kitchen cabinets. They don't have to stay. I would like to repurpose as much as possible to save money, but they don't have to stay. Once again, water heater, not replacing it. It's a good water heater. I'm not spending thousands to get a wall thing, even though I know that would make this more functional. We're thinking budget. And then there's our washer and dryer. So it's narrow. So pretty much what we've done in here so far is, obviously when we did the floors went in here. We grabbed cabinets from the kitchen when we took the kitchen and redid that. But would love any advice you guys have. Because yeah, I'd love to do this laundry room, but I just feel so stumped. So I don't think I've cleaned this bathroom since Grandma moved in. Also, if you're new here, you may not know what I'm talking about. Bobby, my husband, his grandmother recently moved in with us. So this is the kids' bathroom, but also Grandma uses it. It's right by her bedroom. So I just wanted to come in here and quickly clean it up. But the artwork that we have in here now is actually Grandma's artwork. She had it in her bathroom at her house back in Wisconsin. And Bobby's like, you know what? I'm going to bring it down. It'll match our bathroom as well. And then we're trying to integrate some of her stuff with our stuff, because that's a big move. She moved from Wisconsin to Florida to live with us. That way she didn't have to go into a nursing home. That's also why you see this, like, contraption by the toilet. I don't know what to call it, but that is to help Grandma as well.
And I got this crazy feeling that someday I'll be okay. Wait, no, please don't go away. It's what you said to me, that without me.
All right, so I want to make these up to make a easy breakfast. So I think I'm just going to make them in bulk, and I can refrigerate, freeze, all those things. So it shows, if I'm using the whole bag, that I need about a cup to a cup and a fourth of water. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm not making pancakes. All right, so I'm going to put the whole thing in here. Just 1 cup, and then I'll have the fourth on the side just in case this is enough, which it actually seems like it's going to be enough. This seems Like it'll probably be good. So TikTok got me again the other day and I found this. So it's to hold your oil. What I like though is this little thing on top opens up so you can pour. But then there's a little thingy here. So with your pans, just like aerosols it in. It's so nice. My mom had one of these, not this exact, but something similar from, what was the big, I can't think of the big like cooking brand you got at like parties and stuff. That's where she had hers from. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, that would be awesome to have. And I love this thing. Like, it sprays really well. If I'm cooking, I can still just pop it and pour. This is awesome. And it's glass. So far, I've had it for what? 3 weeks now? So I haven't talked about it yet because I wanted to like kind of see what I thought. So far, it's been working out awesome. Oh, there's actually still powder. Hold on, I am gonna add more water. There's more powder at the bottom that I did not notice. And we'll see how many like little muffins these make. Kind of give me an idea of what the package does, because they tell you like how many pancakes, but this will be 1, quicker, and 2, easier to just like have available in the morning. I probably should have only sprayed one of these pans to start, because I don't think it's gonna fill 2 pans. I think it's gonna do a dozen. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the second one. And this measuring cup is a 4th cup measuring cup, so that's what I'm putting into each of these. So they're gonna be more like pancake muffins rather than pancakes. All right, so 11? I'm putting them in a 350 degree oven. And I gotta wash this.
Yeah. I don't wanna be the girl, but I kinda need a word. Well, I'm into you. And oh, I know it's been a long time. I was on the sideline waiting for you.
So, the pancake muffins are done. They're still a little warm. These are kind of perfect. I don't put syrup on my pancakes already. Like, even when I make pancakes, I just use butter. So that's why I put on these. They're hot though. Oh. These will definitely help with any little cravings. I don't know if you hear Freya. She's saying she wants some. I don't know how long these will last as mine. Probably not long. I think I'm gonna have to buy more for myself. And then also buy some muffin stuff to make the kids, to keep them away from these. You wanna try a bite? You want your own? Okay. Bjorn, baby! Freya, can you go grab Bjorn?
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all.
So embarrassingly enough, this has been sitting here for about 3 days. I do really good at washing laundry. I don't love having to put it away, but I need to put it away. So I'm going to get that done, especially since I just put a load in the dryer. That's also for me to go through. So I'm going to go through this and cross my fingers. I'll also get the load that's in the dryer done, and then we'll just be good. Thankfully, the boys put their own stuff away. Ever since having them take over their own clothes has made it a lot easier, because then at least I just wash their stuff. They put it in the washing machine. I'll wash it, I'll dry it, and then I tell them when it's done. Saves a lot of
That's
time.
alright.
Hey, Google.
I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
I'm at Tractor Supply because the birds need some treats. They've been out for now 2 weeks, and every time Freya goes outside, they just like surround her, hoping she has mealworms. So I wanted to come Tractor Supply and get some of those because, yeah, they are in desperate need. Plus, it's just kind of fun to look around.
you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
Not my favorite Tractor Supply. It's pretty small, but it's the closest one, the one in Palm Coast. The other one's not much further, and normally I'll make that drive. This one, like I said, just kind of cramped, kind of small, but big thing was just needing some treats, which I did get the goods. Got our Flock Party mealworms, and then Flock Party Combo Craze. So then they'll get their mealworms, beetles, and flies. Remember, it's for the ducks. It's not for us. And the quail. They love it. So, I do love always looking just like around though at the different stuff. Not this section. I found my way over to car stuff. This would be more on Bobby's side. But the different like decor and things is always fun to see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to end that here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.